Okay, this is looking really good. I like all the extra detail you've put in, like the bolts and these seams and those kinds of things. These little hinges and these, that's all very good. I think for stuff like this, just where you see these extra lines here, if you just select the edges that need to be beveled, that is the ones representing the corners of the object, then you don't get all that extra stuff. And what it does is it gives that kind of faceted look to the top, where you see those harder edges that you don't want. So, and then same with this. Looks like you've beveled everything. So, and there's more than one bevel here. So, just kind of back out of this. If I click on the bevel tab, hit select, and then delete, and then ooh, it didn't like that. Sometimes it doesn't like that. Let's give it a minute and see if it comes back. Okay. Well, tempt fate and try it again. Okay. And also, just generally, I think you have a lot of extra edges um, that aren't needed, like if I, like this and this and this and this. So those don't help define the shape of the object. So, oops, anything that doesn't really help define the shape of the object you can get rid of. And it's important when you delete edges to do delete edge rather than just press the delete key. You can do that by doing shift right mouse click delete edge, because otherwise it leaves behind all these extra vertices. So now that those are gone, I can select this, and this might be when there's so many edges, it might be easier to deselect the ones we don't want. I might isolate select. Yeah, and again, I don't think we need this or that. Shift right mouse click delete edge. Okay. So then I'll select the object. I'm going to do select convert selection to edges, or control F10, and then just deselect, like from the top here. I'm holding down the control key. I don't need those. The front view. I don't need all these sort of inside edges that don't define a corner of the object. Okay, so now, oh, I got all this stuff on the back too. There's no super easy way to do this. I might just deselect those and then, oh, that didn't work. Yeah, just got all those ones off the back. And then, actually, I mean, I think this is all, yeah, it's all inside there anyways, so actually we probably don't need. That's just because I've got isolate select on. Let me just go back to object mode for a second. And now edges, hopefully it kept my selection. It did not, no. Anyway, I'll just deselect this. Just make sure I get this one. I'm making this look more complicated than it is, just because of the isolate select hid part of the object. Anyway, and then Control B. Oh, looks like I missed something here. Oh, just don't want that. Turn this off, adjust the fraction a little bit, and segments. And you see how you have a lot less, you know, all those extra edges you don't have now. Yeah, and again, just I'm not going to do it again, but same problem here. You don't need all those extra edges. You could click on that, select, delete, and then go back and select only the edges that need to be beveled. Yeah, but and then the feet. these are just not right at all. Um, so I would go back and take a look at the module, how I did those, and do those again because um, I could show you real quick, but it's all right there. Um, just very quickly, you get the right size of the foot. Do these first. Control B, adjust this and that. Get a nicely rounded front of it, and then I'm going to select this top face. I'll do select convert selection to edges, or Control F10, Control B for that, and then adjust that, and you can see how that looks. It's much more like the shape of the foot than what you have here. And you can always add like little extra ridges at the bottom if you want to do that too, like Control Shift X for the multi-cut tool. I hold down Control to get a little edge there. Right mouse click, face, select this, Shift double click on this one, Control E to extrude that out, and I could, get an effect like that if I want. But the basic shape isn't quite right on that. But yeah, other than that, it's looking really good.